Hmm. You won't say it. Are you feeling lonely? You're not being a buzzkill, and I'm not going to bail on you if you want to talk about it. I've made no other plans. I wanted to stop and take some time to check in with you today. I was worried you might be grieving something, and I know it's your personal business, and if you tell me it's fine or you're fine, I won't press it. But I wanted to just, in case you think it's not worth mentioning, I know you don't like leaning on other people. Maybe you've been let down or blown off one too many times before. So, I just want to pause and say, I acknowledge you have reasons to feel lonely right now, and maybe you're not. So, keeping it to yourself, just, you don't have to tell me, but I do want to ask you one direct question. And I'm just asking you to think about how you would answer it in your own mind. Not to me, just in your own mind. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not at all, and 10 being practically unbearable, getting in the way of daily functioning, how lonely are you feeling, Soul? Don't have to say out loud, but please think about this answer and answer honestly to yourself in your own mind. On a scale of 1 to 10, how lonely are you feeling right now? The higher you scored your experience of loneliness, the more I urge you to please check in with your doctor or a counselor or a support group, a person you can truly trust and feel safe with, so that I know you will be safe and kind to yourself and get the best care possible. Get some support. Even if you're usually a totally independent person, please reach out. I'm going to put some contact information in the message area below for this episode to help you in case you do want to reach out somewhere. I hope you'll be open to it. Having someone face to face to talk to, it makes a huge difference. Trust me, I know what isolation and loneliness are, and there are times where we do need someone. So, even if you score your experience of grief or loneliness right now as a lower number, it is important to reflect on the truthful answer to this question. Would you like some company? You know, I'm always here for you in this way that I can be through this medium. For you to just hang out with me, sit together while I chit chat to you through these episodes, and you don't have to do anything in particular. Togetherness doesn't have to mean talking. And my company doesn't have to come with a side of advice or list of steps for how to grieve. My offer to chill comes with no further expectations nor strings. I just want to be present because I do care for your well-being. I know how hard loneliness and grieving alone can be on a person, and I know what kind of dark thoughts threaten to circle when we hit rock bottom. I can only hope you would never hurt yourself in reality. I want you to remember that you are worth taking care of, my precious mortal soul, and that's why I'm here. So I want to share with you some survival ideas, not advice, just ideas that I've actually used and I've explored in my own real life to keep myself going. It's not advice, but I'm just going to share what I've done in case you think any of what I do might be interesting and worth pursuing for yourself. It's really just up to you. When I don't want to talk about it, and maybe I don't feel close enough or connected enough to the people that are around me, you know I've moved a lot, or I need a break from the way the people around me are coping, to have my own headspace or space in general to detach from those moments that are emotionally triggering, I try to find other ways to have physical contact with people whose job it is to care for others. They're paid to do it, but that also means they can mind their own business and we don't have to explain ourselves. When I have the money to do it, I've joined a magazine subscription for something I'm curious or interested in, something I haven't been involved with before, so that I'm getting some mail that's positive and I can look forward to it. And I go to the barber or a hairdresser just to get some self-care and to look and feel a little better. It's nice to be pampered sometimes. It's also physical contact with someone with absolutely no strings attached. And sometimes physical touch, well, they've written lots of articles about it. It's supposed to be beneficial. Another thing that I've discovered actually in just the past year is there's a thing called a medi-pedi spa. Chiropodists, those foot doctors' offices, sometimes have a pedicure, manicure clinic or shop inside their services, inside their office. They sometimes tend to be a little cheaper than a purely aesthetic spa. And the bonus is, if the manicurist or pedicurist sees anything that needs a treatment, they're going to tell the foot doctor, they'll flag you so that you can choose to pursue any medical practices or any medical attention that you might actually need and might not have found out about otherwise, and still walk out of there looking great. Another thing you can do is get a professional massage. I know it could be pricey, but if you happen to have a job with the benefits that will allow you, then definitely seek it out. Go to the dentist or an eye doctor. These are things we tend not to do, especially when it's pricey, but that self-care is really needed, and if you can afford it, get it done. And remember this, I discovered this a long time ago. When money's tight, make appointments with the schools for estheticians, the schools for hairdressers and barbers, the schools for dentists. There's always a college somewhere in the local area, and they're always much cheaper than going to the commercial outlets. And the students who are working on you are the ones closest to graduation, so they're very skilled, and you're getting a great service for much less reduced price, and they're being overseen by their teachers so they can consult if for any reason you need something special, a special attention. You will still be seen by a professional, so you're in good hands. Another thing you can do is go through that closet, go through your drawers, and get to a tailor or a seamstress or a dry cleaner so that your shabbier or most special clothing items can get some care too. And do you see the pattern in what I'm doing? It's giving me chances to get out of my home, to get out away from the normal routines and the normal locations, and it gives me chances to mingle with people I've never met before. It's the practice of just being civil and polite. Hello, how are you? It's very topical, but again, no strings attached, don't have to go deep with anybody. It's just polite pleasantries and interactions that keep us busy and interacting with people on a positive note. By the end of a week or two like this, I've been able to break through parts of my mood and keep my mind going. Keeps our neurons firing when we're problem solving in new locations, new smells, new sounds, new situations. And it also gives us little stories to tell someone we see on the regular basis, making our conversations a little bit more interesting. On a medical level, it helps to combat some of those more dangerous levels of grief and loneliness that we would be feeling if we were spiraling by ourselves day in and day out. It keeps us active in the wider world, and perhaps along the way, we might meet someone that we connect with, make a new friend or acquaintance, come across a poster in one of these places that tells us about an event we might want to try out. It may even begin a new self-care habit if we find, say, a school for something we want to take care of because it's much cheaper and they're really nice. There are also groups to join for support or even just distraction. And I'm always telling people to explore something that I discovered that's worked well for me, depending on the town I'm in and how many groups there might be there. Of course, a larger city would have more groups, but it's called meetup.com, and I'm not here to promote them. I'm not paid to promote anything. But I know that when I go to the meetup.com website, and again, I've traveled a lot. This is one of my first ways to try to meet people in the new place that I live, and it's helped me find sports teams, art experiences, makers groups. It's singles groups, people that want to go hiking or walking, playing sports, or taking dance classes. There are also groups that are for specific ages, and groups for whether you're single or have a partner or want to meet new people, and also support groups for various reasons, for healing, for coping, for just being supported by other people in the same boat, people your own age that you just want to hang out with. There are so many options out there. There's even groups that let you bring your dog to go for walks. Hopefully, there are active groups in your town where you live. If not, you can even try to create one, although that does take a little bit of investment too. But it's just a start, and if you have internet, which you must have if you're listening to me right now, the meetup.com website, that really does help you connect. And for those of us who want to stay at home and don't want to leave the house, there are lots of dance parties and club music for people who are staying home and want to join in but stay home. There are also so many other groups to watch movies together from your own home, to just chat from your own home, to knit from your own home, while other people are doing the same things in their own homes, but you're just all linked together through this meetup site online, on your own, by yourself, yet together. It's a thing now. I also recognize that sometimes the loneliness or grief can be so draining on a person that I know I'm struggling to go out in public, or the dread of going out in public. I could waste 2 hours getting myself ready, talking myself into it, even having a supportive friend trying to support me in doing it, and then when it's time to get out that front door, I break down and I crawl right back into bed. And when that happens, I turn to the ideas for combating seasonal affective disorder, or SAD, because I know for me, I never used to believe that was a thing, but once I worked up in northern Canada where you don't see the sun for months at a time, I know it actually does work for me. The general rule to do this is you have to have in 1 week at least one new smell, one new flavor or food to try, a new color to look at or wear, maybe if not wear, the color of paper you're writing on or the color of ink you're using to write with, a new sound to listen to, so exploring new styles of music or instruments, or even wind chimes. I also own something called a Happy Light, and take a look at my product review playlist to find out about it, but basically it shines a pure white light into the room so you get the benefits of being in real sunlight, and by exposing yourself to this light for 20 minutes a day, it actually helps to improve your overall mood the way it would be if you were going out into nature and standing under the sun for a few minutes every day. For me, it really did help. And that might not be your particular concern, but if you are struggling to find something that might help you feel a little better, and please allow yourself to feel a little better. It does not diminish the value of what you're grieving. But we can't go on empty all day long every day and be well. And I feel so strongly that I want you to be well. You're worth it. There's something else that people may not say out loud. If there are moments during your grieving period where you catch yourself humming or dancing around or drawing or something else that signifies you're in an improved mood, a good mood, for a moment, don't feel guilty and quash it. Don't get mad at yourself for it. Allow it. Forgive it. Be okay with that. We can't keep going if we never feel peace. We never feel rested. we never feel jovial. Allow yourself moments of joy. And even if we're grieving the loss of another person, our lives are still going. We need to live. Please allow yourself those steps of healing. Allow yourself to have moments of joy and comfort and even happiness. It does not mean that you're not grieving. You're a whole person, capable of the entire range of human emotional experiences, and we can't live in one mode all the time and not shut ourselves down. It's okay to catch yourselves in moments of healing, in moments of recovery. It does not diminish how much you're grieving or the genuine value of your loss, the genuine reality that you are lonely in this loss, that you must survive. Please, soul, please choose to survive. And I'm here for you in the way that I can be, because I'm on your side and wish the world for you. Give yourself the time you need for your grief, and also I wish for you to allow yourself to heal. Forgive the moments you catch yourself feeling better. Allow it in and heal. Commemorate what must not be forgotten and honor it, and also get well. Feel better. Some changes will be needed. You choose your own paths for that. I can only tell you what I've done when facing the same feelings and situations, and I know we are all different and we're going to experience these things uniquely, and your grief and your loneliness that you're experiencing is absolutely unique from mine. But I'm hoping that perhaps you find some of it to be a good idea for you. And let me know in the comments below what works for you to help you cope. What helps you cheer up? What is helping you to recover? What is helping you forge a new path with this situation that you did not choose to happen? What is something you truly enjoy doing that helps you lose your sense of time? Can you get back to it? And either way, we can always pass the time together here. You can explore my playlists and tell me which ones give you the most comfort and even a sense of fun or a laugh. So right now I'm sending you super warm hugs. And I'm wrapping my kindest wishes around you. Time to get back to your side of life, my wonderful mortal soul. But I send you back knowing you can find me here whenever you want. And if there's a story you want me to tell, or a background sound you prefer most, or a product you'd like me to critique to keep you entertained and let you know my opinion about it, let me know in the message area below, and I'll try to tailor something just for you so you know that I am listening. I'm trying to be here for you in the way that I can. Keep taking care of yourself, soul, and reach out if you need it. You are worth it. How you feel is worth mentioning. It's worth exploring, and it's worth nurturing. I'm honored you chose to spend some of your precious time with me here today, and I look forward to sharing more time with you again. So I'll see you in the next episode. Okay, soul? Enjoy. Be kind to yourself. You're worth it.